wasn't going to do a live feed tonight because I've been just really busy trying to get everything set up and ready for my move. But again, I always think about everybody and trying to help people, and I know how much people are struggling out there today with all kinds of problems, as they call it, mental illness, addictions. I call it all the one thing. It's a mental illness. It's just some people know how to keep it down before they let it out. People like me with a little anger problem, sometimes it comes out quicker than others. But you know, I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I did a little bit of research too. The doctors say if you deal with the underlying issues that usually start addictions, they say you can cut addictions in probably 80% down, 80%. You know, when I think about it, growing up, it was a kind of a form of child abandonment for me, and I think that caused a lot of problems in my life. And I even carry it in as an adult sometimes when I'm having a conversation, that how my dad never ever told none of us that he loved us. He showed it through his hard work and supporting and taking care of us. But you know, I always try to tell my children every night, or 7-8 times a day, how much I love them. You know, I was talking to my son earlier on the phone, and I made sure to express how much I love him and how proud of him I am. I think it has a lot of bearings on children as they grow up. You know, like the underlying issues could be, you know, abandonment. It could be sexual. Dysfunctional family. And I know my family won't like me saying this, but we had a dysfunctional family, and it's still a dysfunctional family as adults. And I really don't care what they think. I'm real and I'm honest, and I'll always spit it out because I never want my children to behave the same way. You know? And I carried that through life, and I carry it as an adult now. But because I'm dealing with my issues, I live free and happy now. There's nothing can hurt me. You know, I enjoy being sober. I enjoy having no drugs in me. You know, because childhood trauma, and a lot of people that are run into addictions and that, and mental illness and ADHD or bipolar, you know, I would think it's all into one personally. Yeah, I might, but and the doctors say, I researched this for the last few days, if you deal with the underlying issues, because there's always something that makes you, trigger you to go get drunk or to go do drugs. And it's usually something that came from your childhood. If you see your dad beat up your mother, or your dad come home drunk all the time, or a lot of times with molesters, it's either their father or their uncle was a child molester, and it kind of gets handed down the line. It kind of get handed down the line, and you know, and you know, little things I'm learning, guys. I said earlier about you know, I always speak about this, about God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's because you're supposed to listen more than you speak. And now that I'm a couple of years into my sobriety, I always had a big problem with speaking too much. And I don't listen enough. I still like it today. My girlfriend tells me all the time, Harold, why don't you stop and listen? Because you kind of speak too much, Harold. And you kind of speak too much. And I'm learning that the best thing to do is listen. Listening is a big tool. You never know what one person is going to say in this world that will start your healing process. You know? I remember sitting in Renouse, New Brunswick, doing a couple of years in jail, and the other 19 people were in for murder. I was the only one that wasn't in for murder. And one of my good buddies was doing a dangerous offender. He was the first one to get the dangerous offender in Canada. And I was in on 2 assaults at the time. And he told me, he said, Harold, you're a really good person. You almost don't even belong in this prison. But he said, I'm going to tell you something right now. You better stop with your violent behavior, or you're going to be the next Newfoundlander with the dangerous offender. And that never left my mind until the present day. I was always scared of that, and I held it dearly. But if I didn't have to be listening to him, probably I'd be in jail right now doing the dangerous offender. Because I was violent. So today, I try to keep my violence under control. But, you know, and some things I learned too over the last couple of months, even recently in Newfoundland, it's about, my son told me this, and my girlfriend still preaches it to me till I get it straight in my head, is the 24-hour rule. When I get mad, I jump right to the defensive side without even weighing what was said to me. Check the pros and cons of what's said to you. Was it right? Is it true? Is it false? Does it have any weight on it being true? I jump right to the defensive side and I go for the jugular. I just want to swoop in for the kill. I don't want to wound or nothing. I don't want to send out a warning shot. I try to kill. So now lately, I've been using the 24-hour rule. If somebody makes me mad or says something bad, I'll sleep on it for 24 hours. And when I wake up after 24 hours, if it's still there, usually there's a legitimate reason why I got mad. And because I usually get sad about something I do, my actions, immediately after I do them. So the 24-hour rule is really working for me, you know, and it's going to keep me out of a lot of trouble. And if I act before right away, it could drive me into addiction. But when I use the 24-hour rule, I feel good, and I don't want to commit the action of going for the jugular. I want to kiss and hug the person instead. You know, and I'll use an example. One time at work about 10 years ago, this guy pissed me off, and nobody fights at work. And I reached onto his throat and I lashed onto his throat and beat him off the floor right in the work area. It's lucky I never got fired. But since then, I'll never lay my hand on nobody, because I got no right to lay my hand on anybody. It's not my business to hurt anybody. You know? So today, I know everybody's going to say ADHD and bipolar and all of these are different stuff. I don't think they are. To me, I think it's all a mental disorder. It's in your brain. And I'm learning too, 3 things that can help you better than any medication. Believe me when I say this, I've been on every kind of medication, okay? I took all kinds of medication. I used to take medication, sleeping medication to get out of bed, Imovane. 7.5. I take 2 of them to get out of bed. I personally don't need it. I'm working on my mental side, my spiritual side, and my physical side. Since I always believed in God, I was brought up in a Christian family. And I know the Lord is right inside of me now, and nobody could laugh at me for saying that, because I do not care, eh? If you want to sit in your stupidity and criticize anybody, be my guest, because you can't hurt me no more. You know, my spiritual side and letting God in my life, it's really making me come alive. I feel like a different person. And everybody that sees, that knows me around here, they see how much I'm healing and becoming a great person that I should have always been. You know, I'm a lot more happier. I go around work telling everybody, God bless you, how are you? Every day I got a new person coming up to me at work and telling me about their problems. And they leave very happy after speaking to me. That's nothing short of amazing. Right? Now the physical side, to me, working out, doing anything, my body's really hurting now. I'm not working out as hard. I'm at 197 pounds in weight, 15.4% body fat. I'm eating cleaner foods, healthy fruits, vegetables, lots of water in a glass bottle. I'm just trying to stay away from the processed foods, even though I like these little dinners I eat. But that's why I'm losing the weight. I'm not getting enough fish, chicken, protein in me. If you set a balanced diet, vegetables, fruits, water in a bottle, glass bottle, not out of the plastic bottle. You know, I'm even learning that toothpaste, I put a thing on my wall today about toothpaste. Toothpaste is not even, it doesn't even really clean your teeth. You're addicted to the taste in the toothpaste. And this is true because I'm researching this. I want my brain to be perfect so I can, when I get my grandchildren, I can be around them and teach them all positivity and no negativity. And I'm feeling it coming into my body. I'm feeling good. And, you know, the gym, it's my outlet. It makes me feel good. It's proven that working out will release a natural testosterone in your body that will repair your muscles and make them grow. And physical activity releases, I forget the name of it, but it's a substance that releases through your brain and it causes you to feel really good. It's like, yeah, I compare it to a shot of heroin or a shot of cocaine. It feels good. If I work out in the morning before work, I'm ready to go. I can have a great day, happy and feeling great. It's fun. It's physical activity will keep your body young. It makes your mind expand and grow. And it'll keep you alive. It's proven. If you work out all your life, you might add 15 years on your life. I'm almost off my Suboxone now. I went from 16, I'm down to 6 in 2 months, 6 milligrams. The doctor's mad at me, but I'm feeling good. I'm getting off it. I don't need nothing in me no more. Because I'm coming alive. You know, it's not hard. If you're dying, you're losing your brain, and the doctor tells you to eat good foods, go to church, work out, and you'll stay alive, what would you do? Say, no, I don't want it? Or yes, I'll take it? That's your choice, okay? I'm just telling you what's working for me. I had proof. A lady told me God is working in me. And I live with that. I know God's around because I shouldn't be alive. I was in so many car accidents, flipped cars over on the roof, hit them off poles, bounced them off rocks. I put 3 trucks off the road up here. I put other cars up poles. I overdosed on heroin. I overdosed on methadone. I overdosed many times on Oxycontins. Right? God is working in me, I know, because I feel so good and so explosive and good, despite my physical injuries from building cars for 30 years, or 22 years. You know? And, you know, it's getting back to the act. It's called active listening. It's not listening. It's tentatively listening, you know. Like when I'm on here, I think people should tentatively listen to me. Like sit down and really listen. Don't just go like, oh yeah, like me. I does it sometimes. I don't pay attention. So I'm going to listen attentively to what everybody got to say. Because I promise you, one little word can change your whole life. And I'm feeling so good now. I'm excited about life. I don't worry about drugs or alcohol no more. Like I said, what I worry about is my brain, my mental side. That's what I'm working on. So I'm going to keep using the 24-hour rule. When I get mad, I'm not going to act on none of my madness until 24 hours. Right? And I believe we all got underlying issues. Anybody that's in active addiction now, or mental problems, they call it mental illness, bipolar, ADHD, think about it. Is there any underlying issues that you're dealing with that you never ever dealt with in your life? Because if so, you got to start dealing with them, and then you will heal. God will let you heal. And if you don't believe in God, go believe in something that's bigger than yourself. We got to latch on to something that's bigger than ourselves. And that will set you into motion to healing too. You're not going to heal if you believe in a skipping rope. A skipping rope could be snapped in half in a second. But Niagara Falls will swallow up a boat, will kill human beings if they fell over. If you don't believe in God, believe in Niagara Falls. Anything greater than yourself will heal you. You know, and try to listen a lot. Listening is a better thing. You know, I lived through prison riots, 20 years of selling dope on a street corner, fights 10 on 10. You know, it's a lot better life living sober and clean and healthy. And it's about a we program. I love for everybody, just keep sharing stories on my wall, or if you're mad at something, just go on my wall and say, I'm really mad today because, don't use names, my dad jumped over the bridge and hurt me. And lets everybody help you deal with it. Put your problems on my wall. Don't mention no names, and everybody that's on my wall could help you heal with it. Let's do it together. All right? So I just wanted to give you a few words tonight and let you know I love you all. I'm not in this for a joke. I actually really love everybody. You know, it's better that we all get along, because we're in this together no matter what way you look at it. We're in this world together. The world is a pot, and we're all in it together. We can't get out. The only thing that'll get you out is death. And doing drugs and drinking will sure bring you death. So it's up to you. Okay? I love you all. If you can look at my YouTube video with Denise last night and send her some love, please. Denise deserves it, boys. There's not many people liking it or even sharing it and subscribing to my YouTube that I did with Denise. It's kind of sad. I'm on here for free. I don't want no recognition. But I like to see the people that I'm doing stuff with get recognition, because they're trying to heal as people. The only way they can heal if you show some love, kindness, and compassion. That will kill anything. If you shed light into darkness, light will always shine through darkness if you keep it shining. Okay? I love you all. Peace out.